my name's Lauren. I'm a nutrition student in the School of Public Health. We also have Rebecca Tripp here. She's an epidemiology major in the School of Public Health. We have Lynella Bang, a health and wellness major. And we have Diane Hahn, who is also in the School of Public Health studying nutrition. I am here to talk to you guys about our active shooter training program for Totally Kids Rehabilitation Hospital. We are based out of Loma, California. There has been an increasing trend of active shooter events throughout the United States at the national and local level. There was an active shooting that occurred in San Bernardino during 2015. In just the year of 2019 alone, there have been 45 school shootings in 46 weeks. That brings to our attention that active shooting is an alarming issue to address in Totally Kids active shooter preparedness. Totally Kids Rehabilitation Hospital in San Bernardino is a facility for youth ages 0 through 21, where patients are experiencing some degree of medical disability, injury, or illness. They receive special attention and rely heavily on medical technology and resources for recovery. Employees, staff, and patients alike all come from a range of demographics. Upon receiving a tour of the facility, we saw many people that came from a variety of ethnic and racial backgrounds, education levels, and socioeconomic statuses. Within a 5-mile radius of the facility, there are hospitals, emergency medical service stations, police stations, fire departments, and sheriff facilities. The way these services and community resources are distributed throughout their community allows for quick response time from the organizations that can help with active shooting events and other unforeseen hazards for Totally Kids. This facility's safety requires the direct assistance of a community-based team, such as involving support from several neighborhood watch members and local police stations.
The staff involved with these patients are physicians, specialists, speech pathologists, and various therapists, such as occupational, physical, recreational, and respiratory therapists. They also staff psychologists, case managers, dietitians, school teachers, and registered nurses. All of these professionals are sought out and relocated here for their interpersonal and professional skills, as well as their expertise in the field. Families are encouraged to stay and actively participate in their child's rehabilitation, which creates a culture of unity and love and togetherness that is only found in a home. The staff are kind and compassionate and allow patients, parents, and even siblings to help assist the patient where appropriate. In this warm and trusting environment, culture plays a big role in emergency preparedness. The staff are looked to as parental protectors and guardians for overall safety of everyone who enters the facility. This may play a big role in keeping the kids calm as they exercise emergency protocol that is appropriate for the situation. We understand there will be a range of learning styles and competencies among the staff. The staff is comprised of a range of knowledge and skill sets, so we must be able to factor that in when making our preparedness plan.
After our assessment, we find that it is critical to first educate facility staff about national and regional active shooter incidents to address the difficulty of finding a cause or predictor of these types of events. Because we cannot effectively prevent these unpredictable criminal acts, preparation for them is the best preventative measure. There are existing toolkits from other states that are already in use for preparing skilled nursing facilities against these types of emergencies or incidents. It can be very difficult to determine the precursors or reasoning behind certain emergency events, like that of an active shooter. However, there is always the possibility that this type of event could occur from within the facility itself, or rather, that the shooter could be a patient, bereaved family member, or even a disgruntled staff member. For this reason, Totally Kids must have a shared mission and firm values that are shared not only with staff members, but all participants too. Without this shared vision, conflict can arise and create a great danger within the workplace. For example, workplace violence. When staff, patients, and families share same visions and values, everyone can function as a whole team to diminish disagreement and conflict. Although increasing facility preparedness for an active shooter is extremely beneficial, Totally Kids alone cannot prevent this event's occurrence. This presents a strong need for involving external enforcers. Based on Totally Kids assets on site and within the surrounding environment, there are several services accessible that can help support the facility during emergency events.
So with those needs and information in mind, our comprehensive staff training program for active shooter events is tailored to the active shooter preparedness plan needs of Totally Kids and their clients. We aim to immediately address the national issue of active shooting at the local level. The program also serves as an in-depth and informative education program flexible to the range of education background and skill sets of the facility's staff and is equipped with concrete tools and methods to be utilized for active shooter preparedness. Our program's long-term goal is to, after completion of the 6-month training program, which will include 5 training sessions, have Totally Kids Rehabilitation Hospital maintain an updated active shooting emergency preparation plan as circumstances permit to promote the safety of patients and staff with proactive active shooter emergency staff trainings. Our short-term goal is to increase the Totally Kids staff's knowledge of active shooter emergency preparedness procedures. The training program plan will specifically instruct how Totally Kids can contact the local community services that are within the 5-mile radius. Totally Kids will also be able to identify and modify active shooter lockdown areas throughout the site as necessary. Even after completion of the program, the facility will continue to use what they have gained from the program's application assessments to keep their active shooter preparedness plan updated and effective. To make sure we appropriately cater to the different learning styles and skill sets of the staff, we allot 6 months for training and completion for our program. So with that said, we really appreciate your time today, and we hope you understand Totally Kids' needs for this program. We look forward to working with you to make Totally Kids a safer space for their patients, staff, and families.